keep putting your money into the business, into verticals. Keep investing. Keep moving that cash forward so you're never working for the same dollar twice. Welcome to the Spinoso Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alex Spinoso. My experience and expertise is in scaling all types of medical businesses to 7, 8, and 9 figures. And I'm sharing my journey with you. This isn't a podcast telling you you should do this. I'm just telling you, look, this is how I did it. And I hope that helps you because I want to help you build your business, take ownership of your life, and become a better leader at home and at work. And guys, if you want to connect with me, as always, I'd love to. If you're a medical entrepreneur, I have free courses available to help you scale your medical business at dralexspinoso.com/courses. You can connect with me on Instagram at Dr. Alex Spinoso. And if you want to be a part of my exclusive medical mastermind for those who own medical cash-based companies, I'd love to have you check out Charismatics or join charismatics.com. You can also check it out under my website, where you will see our mastermind link. Thanks for listening, and let's get into it today, guys. Today, we're going to talk about something not a lot of people realize until it's actually too late. The trap of success. Because the truth is, as you become more and more successful, building wealth, comfort, and security, you're actually putting yourself at risk. Yes, I know it's counterintuitive and paradoxical, but trust me, it's true. Success, if you're not careful, can be the very thing that takes you down. See, here's the thing. The more successful you get, the more comfortable your life becomes. And while comfort might sound nice, let me tell you, it's lethal to anyone who wants to stay competitive, stay hungry, and keep moving forward. There's a lot of truth in the saying, nothing fails like success. If you're not actively working to make yourself uncomfortable, if you're not pushing yourself with real challenges, then you're going to lose your edge. Period. Now, there are a few things I think are absolutely critical to keeping yourself in the game and not letting comfort destroy everything that you worked for. You know what's at the top of that list? Keep scaling your business. If you want to stay sharp, if you want to keep that competitive drive, the very first and most important thing you can do is keep scaling your business. You've got to keep pushing to grow bigger and better. You can't sit back and say, well, I've made it. No, because the second you do, that's when you start to lose. Scaling doesn't just keep your business growing, it keeps you growing. It forces you to face new challenges, adapt to new complexities, and keeps your life just a little bit more complicated. Look, it's easy to kick back and relax when the money's rolling in, but that's not what drives real achievers. If all you want is comfort, go retire somewhere. But if you're really in this game to build something incredible, something that lasts, you've got to stay hungry. Scaling your business is a way to keep yourself in the ring. You're always on your toes, always learning, always leveling up. Success is not a destination, it's a never ending process. And you've got to stay in it if you want to keep winning. The second part is to live and to work in crisis mode. I've talked about living in crisis mode before, and I'm talking about it again because it's so critical to ongoing success. Let me explain. A big part of what I mean is this: don't hold on to cash reserves that make life easy. Instead, keep putting your money into the business, into verticals. Keep investing. Keep moving that cash forward so you're never working for the same dollar twice. When you know you've got a big cushion sitting in your bank account, it's tempting to sit back and say, I'm good. But if you're really putting everything you have into the business, you've got no choice but to stay sharp. Because if things go south, you can't just dip into your savings and call it a day. You've got to work your way out. Now, I'm not saying to be reckless. I'm saying don't keep so much cash on hand that you feel, quote unquote, safe. Safety is the killer of ambition. When you live and work like you're in crisis mode, you're forced to hustle. You're forced to keep grinding, to keep coming up with new ideas, and to stay competitive. It's about staying uncomfortable, even when you could be comfortable. So, yeah, reinvest. Build that business out and make it so that you have to keep working to make things happen. Next up, might surprise a lot of people, start a family. All right. I know this isn't a popular opinion, especially in the entrepreneur world, but hear me out. If you want something that's going to keep you grounded, keep you motivated, and keep you working hard, start a family. Listen, I get it. There's a time and place for being single and laser focused on your business. But there's this myth that you can't do both, that a family will just slow you down. And I'm telling you, that's horseshit. The entire time I've built my businesses, I've had a very serious significant other, then a wife, same woman, then triplets, then another daughter. My family hasn't derailed me at all. In fact, having people who depend on you, people who look up to you, people who are counting on you to succeed forces you to push even harder. When you have a family, you're not just working for yourself. You've got a bigger purpose, a deeper drive. And yeah, there's drama, there are complications, and sometimes it feels like life's a fucking circus. But guess what? That's exactly what keeps you strong. Success can isolate you, make you feel like you're on an island. A family keeps you connected to something bigger than yourself. And I will tell you this, that's what keeps you grounded, focused, and ready to take on whatever comes next. Number four, find motivation beyond money. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If money is your only motivation, you're going to hit a wall. Because once you have enough money, whatever that number is for you, you're going to find yourself coasting. And that's the fastest way to lose your edge. I'm telling you right now, you need a purpose that goes beyond your bank account. You need a reason to get out of bed in the morning that has nothing to do with numbers. Find something bigger. In another episode, I call it finding your Rome. Maybe it's leaving a legacy. Maybe it's helping others in a way that only you can. Maybe it's proving something to yourself or changing the game in your industry. Whatever it is, if you want to stay hungry, you need to set your sights on something more than just padding your bank account. Money's great, but once you've got it, it's not going to drive you the way something deeper can. If you get to a place where life is comfortable and you stop working hard, what does that say about you? It says that all you were ever after was comfort, not achievement. And if comfort is all you want, then you're on the wrong game. Because true achievement requires massive struggle. It requires reaching for more. It requires getting up every day and putting in the work, no matter how much money is in the bank. So here's the bottom line. Success isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new challenge. The more successful you get, the more you've got to push yourself to stay uncomfortable. Keep scaling. Live like you're still in crisis mode. Start a family if you're ready for a real ride. And find something bigger than money to keep you going. Don't let success lull you into comfort. Comfort kills ambition, it kills drive, and it kills the fire you had when you first started. So stay hungry, keep pushing yourself to the edge, and remember, the journey's not over when you earn 6, 7, 8, or even 9 figures. The journey is over when you're 6 feet under.